Hello friends, once again we are here to unfold certain mysteries of the same chapter, respiration, of the same unit, respiration. But this time we will talk about the process of breathing in human being. Till now we came to know that oxygen is needed in the process of respiration, which we take from our external environment, and the carbon dioxide which is produced during respiration as a byproduct or as a waste product needs to be expelled out from the body. Let's see what is the route taken by oxygen and carbon dioxide inside the body. First of all, we will see the route which is being taken by carbon dioxide and oxygen inside body. So let's start. I feel you all are familiar with the system which I am going to talk about. We are going to talk about respiratory system of human being. We all know that we respire or we breathe through the organ which is known as nose. So nose is the first opening through which air enters in our body. The openings of nose which are visible to us are known as nostrils. So this nose nasal cavity opens into our buccal cavity or oral cavity. This is our oral cavity, this is our nasal cavity, and you will see that it is leading through this pipe. This purple one is leading to trachea. So the second important passage is trachea. So after entering through nostril, the air takes the path of trachea. It does not go in the food pipe, but it enters into windpipe or trachea, and through trachea, the trachea which comes downwards. Now see, this is a trachea and divides into two. As we all know that lungs are the respiratory organ in human. So this trachea divides into two, and these branches enter into lungs. And we have two lungs, right lung and left lung. Okay, this trachea further divides into bronchioles. Now see, this trachea further divide into bronchioles, and these bronchioles lead into small air sacs which we call alveolus. So these sacs are known as alveolus. Okay, before we proceed, this is trachea, and this trachea has certain ring-like structure. For that we can see our previous slide also. So here you can see this. It is very clear that this purple covering, this is a cartilaginous ring which covers trachea. So you can ask that why I am emphasizing on that. So this cartilaginous ring actually protects trachea from getting collapsed if air is not there. Okay. So this is all about, once again I am reading and just repeating: nostrils, nasal cavity, larynx which is also known as voice box. Through larynx the air enters into trachea, and further trachea divides into bronchioles. So this is our respiratory system. Here just you can notice this covering also we are showing, and this is there. So before to proceed, I would like to tell here that the entire respiratory system is located in our body's upper part, and this upper part, this part is known as thoracic cavity. So the respiratory system is located in thoracic cavity, and as lungs have alveoli, so these alveoli are actually the respiratory unit. These are air sacs. So the air which comes through trachea in bronchioles ultimately comes to alveoli. In next slide I will show you that these alveoli remain highly supplied with blood vessels. But before that, let's see how the lungs is being protected and how the lungs functions or helps us to inhale and exhale. So here you can find out that this lungs is being protected by a bony covering which are ribs. We call it rib cage, as the ribs forms the cage-like structure inside which lungs are located. So this ribs, and with ribs the wall of lungs remain connected through intercostal muscles. Okay, the wall of lungs remain connected to ribs through intercostal muscles. So at the both sides, and the thoracic cavity is being guarded by a muscular structure which is, here you can see, a bit dome-like, dome shaped, and this structure is known as diaphragm. This structure is known as diaphragm. Okay, so just remember that the lungs remain encased in rib cage, which remain connected to the walls of lungs through intercostal muscles, and at downwards, at lower part, it remained covered by diaphragm. Okay, now let's see what are alveoli and how they are. So this is, you can see that this is our tracheoles, which is getting divided into smaller branches, and each branch is leading into these small ball-like structures, and these ball-like structures are known as air sacs or alveoli. And here you can see that these ball-like structures are being surrounded by veins and arteries, means they remain highly supplied with blood vessels, because the air which comes here moves to blood, which we will talk later how it happens. Okay, so just whatever we have talked about, have a revision of that we have the organs of respiratory systems are nostrils, larynx, trachea, bronchioles, lungs, and inside lungs alveoli. So have a look of that to remember. Okay, few important points what we have discussed till now are: trachea remain covered by a cartilaginous ring which protects it from getting collapsed. The lungs remain covered by a membrane which is also called pleura along with rib cage. The unit of lungs is alveolus, which acts as respiratory surface and remains surrounded by blood capillaries. Here I would like to add this: always remember that the respiratory system, wherever it is, its wall should be thin and it should be highly supplied with blood. Okay, so this is all about respiratory system. Now we will talk about how we breathe. So now just take a deep breath. Inhale. Take deep breath. Inhale. Okay. Inhale. What you will see, what you are feeling? Yeah. You are feeling this, something is rising up. Yeah, it happens. Whatever you are feeling, that's right. When you inhale, what happens? Just see. When we inhale, first of all, our intercostal muscles get relaxed. These intercostal muscles, they get relaxed, and external intercostal muscles, they contract. As a result, what happens? Our rib cage, this is our rib cage, it moves upwards. Now see these arrows. So the rib cage moves upwards. Okay, and the diaphragm becomes flat. Okay, see, it is moving downwards and it becomes flat. So when the rib cage will move upwards and down, diaphragm will becomes flat, then what will happen? The volume of thoracic cavity will increase. So henceforth, what will the result? the volume of lungs will also increase. So means there will be spaces in lungs, means in alveoli. So to fill the empty space, the air rushes in through our nostrils, trachea to alveoli. So this is how air enters. As it is getting space inside lungs, to fill that space, the air enters from external environment to our lungs. So this is how we inhale. Okay. Now, just in reverse case, after inhaling, what happens? The intercostal muscles contract and external intercostal muscles relaxed. As a result, the rib cage moves inwards and downwards. The rib cage moves inwards and downwards, and diaphragm moves upwards and becomes dome shaped. So naturally, the volume will decrease. As the volume will decrease, pressure will increase on alveoli, and as a result, the air will be pushed out, and that we will call exhalation. So this is how we exhale. So I think it is now clear that how we inhale and exhale. So once again, take deep breath and expel the air forcefully. You will feel both the processes. So this is for now. See you soon with new space episode. Keep breathing. Thank you.